Have you ever wondered why your doctor tells you to eat more nuts, but your legs still feel weak, your heart feels heavy, or your memory isn't as sharp as before? Not all nuts are the same. In fact, some of the most popular nuts seniors keep in their kitchen jars can quietly increase blood pressure, trigger inflammation, block arteries, and even worsen cognitive decline. Studies from the American College of Cardiology show that the wrong type of nuts can raise cardiovascular risk by as much as 48% in seniors. That's almost half. And the scariest part? You may already be eating them every single day, thinking you're doing something good for your body. But don't worry, in this video, we'll uncover the truth, the 4 safest and most beneficial nuts every senior should eat, and the 4 most dangerous ones you must avoid. Stay tuned until the very end because the last nut on the danger list is shocking. Most seniors never suspect it, yet it's one of the most harmful. Before we begin, let me ask you, where are you watching from? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health 365 so you never miss life-changing health advice. Now let's begin with the first nut, one that truly deserves the spotlight. Number 4, almonds, the bone-strengthening powerhouse. Seniors often underestimate how fragile bones become after age 65. Natural bone density decreases, making fractures more likely and healing slower. Almonds come in as a quiet protector. Just 1/4 cup of almonds provides nearly 97 milligrams of calcium. Add to this their magnesium content, a mineral many seniors lack, and you have a perfect duo. Magnesium acts as a transporter, ensuring calcium doesn't clog your arteries, but instead reaches your bones where it's needed. Without magnesium, calcium can actually cause harm, building up in blood vessels and stiffening circulation. But with almonds, the balance shifts back toward bone protection. Almonds also deliver vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that shields bone and muscle cells from oxidative stress. Seniors who include almonds in their daily diet see better bone integrity, reduced fracture risk, and even improvements in joint flexibility. In fact, research from Tufts University showed that almonds helped protect brain cells from oxidative damage as well. The combination of flavonoids in the almond skin and vitamin E works twice as strong against free radicals. So don't peel the skin, it's where much of the benefit hides. How much should you eat? Around 15 to 20 almonds per day, ideally raw or dry roasted without salt. This modest handful supports bones, lowers LDL cholesterol, and strengthens cardiovascular health. That's another reason almonds are so critical. As cardiovascular risk rises with age, seniors need foods that lower LDL cholesterol while protecting arteries. Almonds' monounsaturated fats do exactly that. Plus, their fiber content, about 3.5 grams per serving, helps fight constipation, which affects nearly 40% of older adults. But here is an important warning. Almonds can be a choking hazard for seniors who have difficulty swallowing. Always chew them thoroughly or consider crushing them into yogurt, oatmeal, or smoothies for easier digestion. The key is consistency. Just a small serving daily makes a big difference over time. Imagine protecting your bones, improving heart health, and boosting your brain, all with one simple, affordable nut. So the next time you reach into the snack jar, remember, almonds are more than just a crunchy bite. They are bone insurance, heart protection, and brain support in one. For seniors, that's priceless. But almonds are just the beginning. Coming up next, we'll reveal the nut that looks like a brain and really does feed your brain. Walnuts.
Number 3. Walnuts, the nut that improves cognitive function. Seniors often notice that memory feels a little cloudier, names slip away, or processing information takes longer. This isn't just aging, it's also nutrition. Walnuts are one of the most powerful brain foods, and there's a reason for that. Just look at them. Their wrinkled shape resembles the human brain, and nature's design is no coincidence. Walnuts are the richest source of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, among all common nuts. For seniors, omega-3 South are vital. They maintain the membranes of brain cells, improve neurotransmission, and help keep thinking sharp. Clinical studies have shown that seniors who eat just 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily, about a small handful, experience measurable improvements in cognitive processing speed and mental flexibility within 8 weeks. That's not years. Just 2 months of regular walnut intake can noticeably boost brain power. Even more impressive, the unique polyphenolic compounds in walnuts can cross the blood-brain barrier, directly fighting inflammation in neural tissues. This means walnuts may slow or even reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease and dementia, conditions that become more common after 65. But walnuts don't stop at the brain. They also protect your sleep. Seniors often struggle with insomnia or restless nights because melatonin production naturally declines with age. Walnuts provide a natural source of melatonin, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Imagine replacing restless tossing with deeper, more restorative rest simply by eating a handful of walnuts before bed. Your heart also benefits. Walnuts contain arginine, an amino acid that supports blood vessel function, and polyphenols that reduce oxidative stress. Together, these compounds help keep arteries flexible and improve circulation, lowering blood pressure naturally. For seniors already taking medication for hypertension, walnuts can enhance those effects, giving better control with fewer side effects. That's an incredible advantage. How to eat them? 7 to 9 walnut halves daily are enough. Keep them in the fridge since their delicate oils spoil easily at room temperature. Don't to worry about the slight bitterness you may taste, that is the sign of powerful antioxidants doing their work. You can add walnuts to oatmeal, salads, or eat them plain as a snack. The key is regular, moderate intake. The beauty of walnuts is that they strengthen 3 critical systems at once: brain, sleep, and heart. They keep your thoughts clearer, your nights calmer, and your blood vessels healthier. For seniors who want to maintain independence and confidence, walnuts are not just a snack, they're a daily medicine in disguise. But the list doesn't end here. Next, we'll look at a nut that is often overlooked, but may be the best for controlling blood pressure, protecting your eyes, and keeping your hands busy in a healthy way. Pistachios.
Number 2, pistachios, the nut that helps control blood pressure and protects your vision. Among all the nuts seniors can choose, pistachios are often underrated. They don't always get the spotlight like almonds or walnuts, but they carry a unique nutritional profile that makes them one of the best nuts for older adults, especially those struggling with high blood pressure, circulation problems, or even eye health. Let's break this down. First, potassium. Pistachios are naturally rich in potassium, with nearly 285 milligrams in a 1-ounce serving. That's higher than most other nuts. Why is this important? As we age, our kidneys become less efficient at removing excess sodium from the body. This leads to water retention, swelling in the legs and ankles, and most critically, higher blood pressure. Pistachios act as a natural balance here. The potassium they provide helps flush excess sodium out of the body, easing the strain on blood vessels and supporting more stable blood pressure. In fact, clinical trials have shown that eating pistachios regularly can lower systolic blood pressure by 3 to 5 points, similar to the effect of some prescription medications, but without the side effects. Second, antioxidants. Pistachios aren't just green and purple for looks. Those colors come from carotenoids, lutein and zeaxanthin, powerful antioxidants that accumulate in the macula of the eye. Seniors often face macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss after 60. By eating pistachios, you're essentially sending reinforcements straight to your eyes. These compounds filter harmful blue light, reduce oxidative damage, and help preserve sharp central vision. That means reading, driving, or even recognizing faces can stay clearer for longer. For seniors who fear losing independence due to vision decline, pistachios are a quiet guardian. Third, heart health and circulation. Pistachios contain beneficial monounsaturated fats that help lower LDL cholesterol and raise HDL cholesterol. They also have arginine, an amino acid that supports blood vessel flexibility, improving circulation to the legs, brain, and heart. Seniors who regularly snack on pistachios report less swelling in their ankles and fewer nighttime cramps thanks to this improved blood flow. For diabetics, who make up about 25% of Americans over 65, pistachios are especially valuable. Their combination of fiber, about 3 grams per ounce, and healthy fats slows the release of sugar into the bloodstream, helping to prevent dangerous spikes and crashes. Stable blood sugar means more steady energy, less fatigue, and stronger muscles. Now let's talk about practicality. Many seniors eat too quickly or they snack mindlessly in front of the television. Pistachios offer a built-in safeguard against overeating. Because they come in shells, you naturally slow down, giving your brain time to register fullness. The empty shells also provide a visual cue of how much you've eaten, which helps with portion control. Research published in the International Journal of Obesity found that people who ate pistachios in the shell consumed 41% fewer calories compared to those who ate shelled nuts, even though both groups felt equally satisfied. For seniors trying to manage weight without strict diets, this is a simple but effective trick. What's the right amount? Aim for about 1 ounce per day, roughly 49 pistachios. Choose unsalted or lightly salted versions to keep sodium intake in check. If you have arthritis or reduced grip strength, look for easy open pistachios that are already slightly cracked. This way, you still get the mindful benefit of shelling them without the struggle. And don't overlook their effect on digestion. Pistachios contain prebiotic fibers that feed healthy gut bacteria. A balanced gut microbiome doesn't just improve digestion, it also supports immune function, mood stability, and even reduces systemic inflammation. Seniors who eat pistachios daily often report less bloating, smoother digestion, and more regular bowel movements. So let's recap pistachios. They lower blood pressure by balancing sodium and potassium. They protect vision with lutein and zeaxanthin. They improve circulation and cholesterol balance, and they stabilize blood sugar for seniors with diabetes. On top of that, they promote mindful eating and digestive health. All of this in a single delicious handful of green and purple nuts. For seniors who want to stay active, mobile, and independent, pistachios are not just a snack. They are a daily prescription for better circulation, sharper vision, and calmer blood pressure. Imagine walking with lighter legs, reading with clearer eyes, and sleeping more peacefully, all supported by this simple nut. But we're not finished yet. The most surprising nut of all is still ahead. It's creamy, rich, and often marketed as one of the healthiest foods, but for seniors it can be dangerously deceptive. Too much of it can damage your thyroid, strain your liver, and even accelerate aging. This nut ranks number 1 on our list of dangerous foods for seniors over 60, and you may have it sitting in your kitchen right now. Let's reveal the truth about Brazil nuts.
Number 1. Brazil nuts, the hidden thyroid guardian and the secret to aging well. Of all the nuts on the planet, none carries as much concentrated power in such a small package as the Brazil nut. Just 1 or 2 per day can transform your thyroid health, stabilize your energy, and even protect your brain from age-related decline. But here's the twist. It's so potent that eating too many can be dangerous, causing problems with your liver, kidneys, and bones. Let's carefully unpack the double-edged sword of this extraordinary nut. First, selenium. Brazil nuts are the richest natural source of selenium known to humankind. A single nut provides about 96 micrograms, which is more than 130% of the daily recommended intake. Selenium is not just another mineral. It is a master regulator of thyroid hormones. Your thyroid gland produces hormones that control metabolism, energy, and mood. But without selenium, those hormones remain inactive. Seniors who are low in selenium often experience fatigue, weight gain, depression, and brittle hair or nail symptoms that are easily mistaken for just aging. The truth is, with adequate selenium, the thyroid functions more efficiently, keeping energy steady and supporting overall vitality. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism has shown that seniors with healthy selenium levels are less likely to suffer from hypothyroidism, a common condition in people over 60 where the thyroid slows down. Even more striking, supplementing selenium has been linked to improved mood stability and sharper cognitive function in elderly adults. By restoring thyroid hormone activity, selenium indirectly supports muscle strength, reflexes, and reaction times. But the benefits don't stop with the thyroid. Selenium in Brazil nuts also plays a crucial role in protecting nerve cells. It supports the production of antioxidants like glutathione, which reduce oxidative stress in the brain. Seniors who consume Brazil nuts regularly have been found to perform better on memory tests, process information faster, and maintain mental flexibility. Some studies even suggest that selenium may slow the progression of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Now let's look at another overlooked benefit: myelin protection. Myelin is the fatty sheath that surrounds your nerves, allowing electrical signals to travel smoothly from the brain to the muscles. As we age, myelin wears down, leading to slower reflexes, shakier hands, and unsteady walking. The specific fatty acids in Brazil nuts help preserve the sheath, maintaining coordination and balance. For seniors worried about falls, just 1 or 2 nuts a day can act as a natural insurance policy for stability. However, here comes the warning. Because Brazil nuts are so concentrated in selenium, too much can easily tip into toxicity. Eating more than 3 or 4 nuts a day over several months may lead to hair loss, brittle nails, joint pain, digestive upset, or in severe cases, kidney and liver strain. This condition, called selenosis, is rare but real, especially in seniors whose detoxification systems are less efficient. That's why moderation is everything with Brazil nuts. The best way to consume them is raw or lightly roasted, ideally with the skin on. Choose Brazil nuts that are stored in the shell when possible, since the shell protects the delicate oils and keeps them fresh longer. Because of their high fat content, always refrigerate them to avoid rancidity. 1 or 2 nuts a day is all you need. More does not mean better, it means risk. Let's connect this back to longevity. Selenium doesn't just activate thyroid hormones. It also protects DNA and slows the shortening of telomeres, the caps at the ends of chromosomes that control cellular aging. A 2021 study found that seniors with higher selenium intake had significantly longer telomeres, meaning their cells aged more slowly. In simple terms, selenium from Brazil nuts could literally help your body stay younger for longer. Brazil nuts also offer cardiovascular support. They lower oxidative stress and improve cholesterol balance, helping keep arteries flexible and open. Seniors who ate Brazil nuts just once a week showed measurable improvements in blood vessel function within 9 hours. According to research from the American Journal of Nutrition, that's how fast these nuts can work. For digestion, Brazil nuts bring a bonus of fiber and natural oils, which help relieve constipation, a common issue for older adults. Many seniors who switch from sugary or salty snacks to 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day report both improved digestion and less bloating. So here is the full picture. Brazil nuts are one of nature's most powerful medicines disguised as food. They can strengthen your thyroid, protect your nerves, sharpen your brain, stabilize your energy, and even slow cellular aging. But only if you respect their power and consume them in moderation. Let's recap. 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day. Safe, beneficial, life-enhancing. More than that, risky, potentially harmful. For seniors, they are a tool, not a treat to be eaten by the handful. Think of them as a daily supplement that comes directly from nature. Now that we've explored almonds for bones, walnuts for the brain, pistachios for blood pressure, and Brazil nuts for thyroid and longevity, it's time for a reality check. Not all nuts are safe. In fact, 4 common nuts can quietly inflame your joints, raise your blood sugar, strain your liver, and even interfere with your medications. These are the dangerous ones seniors should avoid at all costs. Stay with me as we uncover peanuts, cashews, macadamias, and pine nuts, the dark side of nut consumption, and learn why removing them from your diet could save your heart, your legs, and your independence. Not all nuts are created equal. While some are true allies for your bones, brain, and heart, others can silently work against you, inflaming your joints, disrupting your circulation, and even interfering with your medications. Let's expose the 4 nuts that seniors over 60 should approach with extreme caution, or better yet, avoid entirely. First, peanuts. Despite their popularity, peanuts are not true nuts at all. They're legumes that grow underground, making them highly susceptible to mold contamination. This can produce aflatoxins, toxic compounds that damage the liver and raise cancer risk. For seniors with weakened detox systems, this is especially dangerous. On top of that, peanuts are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids, which fuel inflammation when not balanced with omega-3 south. If you already suffer from arthritis, joint stiffness, or cardiovascular concerns, peanuts may worsen your symptoms. Even natural peanut butter carries risks. Many versions add salt, sugar, or hydrogenated oils, increasing blood pressure and stressing the heart. And if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, the vitamin K in peanuts can directly interfere with your medication. For aging bodies, peanuts are more foe than friend. Second, cashews. Smooth, creamy, and deceptively sweet, cashews can spike blood sugar levels. With about 9 grams of carbs per ounce, they are more like starchy snacks than protective nuts. Seniors with diabetes or prediabetes, who make up nearly half of the over 60 population, are especially vulnerable. Cashews are also high in oxalates, which bind to calcium in the gut, reducing absorption and raising the risk of kidney stones. If you already struggle with bone weakness or kidney health, cashews can quietly magnify your problems. And while they taste light, their texture makes it dangerously easy to overeat. Many elderly snack on cashews daily, thinking they're safe. But the truth is, their sugar load and mineral-blocking compounds can slowly erode your mobility and bone integrity. Third, macadamias. With their buttery taste and luxury reputation, macadamias are among the most calorie-dense nuts, over 200 calories per ounce, with 22 grams of fat. For seniors whose metabolism naturally slows with age, this is a recipe for weight gain, joint strain, and circulation problems. Macadamias are also high in saturated fat, which can raise LDL cholesterol and stiffen arteries. For people already battling heart disease or weak circulation, this can be a serious setback. Even worse, their hardness makes them risky for seniors with fragile teeth, crowns, or dentures. And because they're expensive, cheaper store versions are often poorly stored, turning rancid and delivering harmful oxidized fats. Macadamias may seem indulgent, but for aging bodies, the price is higher than the taste is worth. Finally, pine nuts. Small, slippery, and often overlooked, pine nuts hide some of the most serious risks. They contain compounds that can interact with common senior medications, statins, antidepressants, and blood pressure pills. This means your medicine may become less effective or worse, cause side effects. Even more unsettling is pine nut syndrome, a condition where eating pine nuts leaves you with a bitter metallic taste in your mouth for weeks. For seniors already struggling with appetite, this can lead to reduced food intake and dangerous weight loss. Pine nuts also oxidize quickly, producing inflammatory byproducts that can worsen arthritis and joint swelling. And because of their tiny size, they pose a choking hazard for seniors with swallowing issues. Though they're common in pesto or salads, their hidden dangers make them one of the least safe choices for those over 60. So let's summarize. Almonds strengthen bones. Walnuts protect the brain. Pistachios support healthy blood pressure. Brazil nuts stabilize thyroid function and slow aging. But peanuts, cashews, macadamias, and pine nuts, they do the opposite. They inflame, weaken, and burden your body at a time when you need support the most. Your next step is simple. Choose wisely. Swap peanuts for almonds, cashews for walnuts, macadamias for pistachios, and pine nuts for Brazil nuts in moderation. Every choice you make at the snack jar can either erode or extend your independence. Remember, staying strong after 60 isn't about avoiding all pleasures. It's about smart, sustainable swaps that protect your bones, your brain, your heart, and your legs. With just a handful of the right nuts each day, you can build a future with fewer aches, steadier steps, and sharper thinking. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which nut do you eat most often, and have you noticed its effect on your body? Share your story in the comments. I read every single one. If this video opened your eyes, give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health 365. Hit the bell so you never miss a tip that could save your health and protect your independence. Stay strong, stay smart. And remember, your legs carry your freedom. Take care of them, and they'll take care of you.